Hey everyone, Dancentral here again, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be doing, especially for Snestastic and for all of my new subscribers that haven't yet found my older copy of this collection, I'm going to be doing the Nintendo 64 collection today. It will look better as well, hopefully, because it's me sitting at the, in front of the camera as opposed to my last one where I was just away from the camera and pointing it at various games. So let's just get cracking. So first game, guys, Bomberman 64. Absolutely awesome Bomberman game. It's not really got that classic feel from the arcade and like Mega Drive versions. You've got more freedom to run about, and it's all 3D and everything. It's really quite impressive graphic wise, and it's just highly enjoyable. So I definitely recommend this one if you're a Bomberman fan. Buck Bumble. I don't really see the point in this game. You're kind of just like a wasp and you just fly about, and I have no idea what you've got to do, what the point of the levels are really. A friend bought it for me cheaply, and I wasn't surprised it was cheap because, in my opinion, it's rubbish really. Next game, the legendary Diddy Kong Racing. Absolutely awesome game. It's brilliant to be able to play a racing game with all the Donkey Kong characters in the series. So fantastic game, that one. Really would recommend that. And next one, Donkey Kong 64. I'm yet to complete this. I've got to stick this back on again at some stages and go through it. It's just a brilliant game in the series. In my opinion, Donkey Kong Country on the SNES is better, but that's just my opinion because I like the whole side-scrolling element, whereas this you kind of got a 3D environment to explore, which is fantastic. They needed to do that, but I just prefer the Donkey Kong Country series on the SNES. But this is still fantastic, so definitely would recommend this one as well if you're a Donkey Kong fan. And then, if any N64 collector hasn't got this game, then they seriously need to get it quick because they're missing out. It's the amazing Mario Kart 64, absolutely brilliant Mario Kart game in the series, really impressive. I remember when I first played this, I was just completely in awe of it. Really impressed with the graphics and the gameplay. It's really enjoyable, especially if you're playing it multiplayer, and would definitely recommend getting this one as well. Guys, is Pokemon Snap. Now I don't play my Pokemon games much as I used to because mainly it's not in fashion anymore. And I always have other games that I prefer to play, but the whole point of this game is that you play as a Pokemon trainer and you have to go through various levels on like a kind of a I don't know what it's called, like if you're on a ghost train for example, the kind of cart that takes you around the whole ride. It's not like that, it's kind of just kind of like a cart thing. It takes you through these levels, and every time a Pokemon pops up you have to take photos of it, and you get points for each photograph you take, and the better the angle of the Pokemon, so the more of the Pokemon you get in, and the more of their face that you get in that's looking at you when you take it, the more points you get. And I managed to complete this last year actually for the first time, which was quite good. But yeah, it's quite good to be able to like look out for all the Pokemon. As soon as one pops up, boom, you're in there taking a photo. So it's quite an interesting one. But yeah, if you're a Pokemon fan, it's definitely quite a fun addition to the series. And then we've got Pokemon Stadium. Even people that aren't Pokemon fans would probably find this quite enjoyable. It's got loads of mini-games if you want to go on the mini-game section, or if you want to stick with the main part of the game, you can either play on your own or with a friend, and you select up to, I think it's about 6 Pokemon that you battle with, and then you just have a full-on Pokemon battle that you would have seen from like the TV shows and stuff. And it's really good because you can choose all your favourite Pokemon, and you can use various attacks to try and defeat your opponent. Got the sequel. It's quite a nice one because this one came in like a gold cart, so it looks quite nice. Back when I got this, I was very lucky because I probably got this about, probably about 5-6 years ago now. And at the time when I bought it, everywhere on eBay it was like 50 quid. Seriously, it was so expensive. And I went to a market with my brother and my nan, and we saw this being sold for 7 quid. Me and my brother looked at each other and we were just like, are you going to get it or am I? So we picked it up quick. The guy must have not known really how much it was worth because we got a bargain there. We was really chuffed with that. And this is basically more of what the first one offers, but just a bit more features. There's different mini games, and there's obviously the newer generation of Pokemon that's on here. And then we've got a really quite fun game, South Park. Really funny. You play as Cartman, and you basically, this whole point of this game is to throw snowballs at roosters. as you do. It adds an element of humour to it, so that's quite fun. Super Mario 64. Not much more I can say about this. It's one of my favourite N64 games of all time. I do just want to mention that some of these games do have their boxes, but the boxes aren't at hand at the moment. I think most of them are up in the loft, and not only that, I don't even know which box they're in. So rather than having to rummage around in there and have the possibility of not even finding any and wasting time, I just thought I'd do the video, show you guys the games, and if I do ever find the boxes, I'll show them at some point as well. But not all of these are loose, even though I'm showing them as loose. I do have the boxes somewhere. They're just not sure where exactly they are at the moment. So yeah, I just wanted to get that in there as well. But yeah, this is one of my favourite games of all time. It's obviously been re-released on the DS, as most of you will know, but the original is just absolutely legendary. Can't say much more. It's a really long game, which is always a good thing when it's Mario, especially with Super Mario World. That game had like 96 levels, and this one's got, I don't know, I can't remember how many, but it's a hell of a lot. And each level has like 5 or 6 stars, missions to complete anyway, so the levels are dragged out, which is really good. So just get this game if you haven't got it already. You really need to have it if you're an N64 fan. Or Super Smash Brothers. I do have Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Nintendo Wii. I'd never, however, managed to get hold of Super Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube. I may get that at some point, but nothing can really beat the original. This is a really fun game. It's got loads of Nintendo characters on there. You've got Pikachu, you've got Samus, you've got Luigi, Mario. There's loads of different characters you can play as, just absolutely loads. You've got Kirby, you've got Jigglypuff. Just loads of different characters you can play. You've got Link, and just loads of others, and you can just choose the Nintendo character you want to be. On Yoshi you can be as well, which is who I am a lot of the time because he's my favourite Mario character, as I'm sure Xbox 2708 is as well. So I always play as him in the Mario games. So, and then I've got Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is a really fun Zelda game in the series. The N64 Zelda games are just legendary. They really stand out as being two of the best, in my opinion. I haven't managed to complete it yet. I do need to go back to this one as well, but just highly recommend this if you're a Zelda fan. You don't already have it. Really fun. If you've got a GameCube but you don't have an N64, there is a collector's edition of a Zelda game out which has this one and Majora's Mask on there. You can play the N64 games on the GameCube. In fact, I might just get it down for you in case you guys didn't see my GameCube collection video. Looks like that. Apparently I've heard it's quite rare, but you can still get it on eBay as far as I know. It's got not just the two N64 Zelda games, it's also got the two NES ones as well. Legend of Zelda and Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. The other Zelda game, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Brilliant, goes really well with Ocarina of Time. It's in a nice gold cart. I love the gold carts, they look really nice as opposed to the grey ones. So that's an amazing game as well. I'd definitely recommend that one, guys. And the last thing I've got, it's not a game, but it's kind of a cheat cartridge. It looks like this. It's an Explorer 64 cheat cartridge. And all you do is you put the game in the top. So if we take Zelda, like so, and you put that into the N64, and then when you turn the N64 on, it automatically goes into kind of a cheat menu. You can choose the game itself, and then you can it gives you a list of cheats that are available for the game, and then like whether it's maximum life or maximum continues or whatever, and you can just have a look through the cheats, activate the ones you want, and then you can click exit the menu, and it will start up the game, and then the cheats will be enabled. So yeah, really good actually. I've used it quite a bit. It's really helped on some games. I've got a Nintendo 64 cheat book. It's just basically an A to Z of N64 tips and cheats for loads of N64 games. It's actually really good actually. It's got like screenshots inside as well. There's my actual N64 console. I've got a special red rumble pack in there. You can get a black one as well, but some games require the red one. I think Donkey Kong 64 comes with that because you have to use that in order for the game to work. And I've lost the lid that goes over it, which is a bit annoying because you can just see this red thing on the front, but hey ho, there you go. But yeah, that's my N64. Look, I've kept it looking quite nice. There's no scratches or damage to it or anything. Just quickly, guys, the controllers. I've got a nice red controller and it's wrapped up, but really nice colour, that one. And it's got a at the back. I've got in a rumble pack and this basically just enables the controller to vibrate every time you hit something. And this one's got a, if I can get it out, good little controller pack in there. But another question that Snestastic was saying about the N64 was that in the back of the controllers you can't put 2 packs in there, so you can't have like a rumble pack and a memory card in there at the same time. Now, I have to say, mate, I have no idea why Nintendo did that. I don't know why they designed the controllers like that. It does seem really strange that you can't have both in there. It would have been good if they had kind of 2 of these like that, and then you could kind of put them both in. So I honestly have no idea why they did that. And also, mate, best of luck with your N64 collection. It's an absolutely fantastic collection to be going for. I'm looking forward to seeing how it grows and the games that you get. And I hope you've enjoyed this collection, because this has mainly been for you, just so you can see what my collection's like, because in case you missed my last one. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll put up another video very soon.